Taking on the Jimmies of Jamestown. I'm Justin Parker. I'll bring it to you. The Oregon Tech Owls come in 25-8 on the season, playing out of the Cascade Collegiate Conference. They finish a 16-4 conference mark, falling in the conference tournament to Southern Oregon, team that's ranked number 2 in the country in the final poll and number 1 seed here in Sioux City. Jamestown plays out of the North Star Athletic Conference. They bring in a 29-4 record, 12-0 inside conference play. All 4 of those losses are to Great Plains Athletic Conference schools throughout this season, including back-to-back nights to Briarcliff and to Morningside that happened earlier this season in the holiday tournament. So Jamestown has not suffered a loss since December the 30th. They've won every game this year, and they'll bring that winning streak into their 7th national tournament appearance here at the Tyson Event Center. For the Oregon Tech Hustlin' Owls, this is their 4th appearance under head coach Scott Meredith. And they'll bring a pretty talented lineup in, averaging 71 points a game, giving up 55. Jamestown averages 77.7. They give up 60.3 points per game. Give it the starting lineups. First for the Owls of Oregon Tech. Their lineup looks this way. Number 5 is Tess Armstrong, a 5'11 senior from Eureka, California. Carly Levesque wears number 11, a 5'7 senior from West Lynn, Oregon. Carla McIsaac wears number 14, a 5'9 junior from Tumwater, Washington. Number 22 is Ashley Vanderbrink, a 5'8 junior from Davis, California. And Megan Whetstone wears number 31, a 5'9" senior from Highlands Ranch, Colorado. The Hustlin' Owls wear navy and Vegas gold here tonight at the Tyson Event Center. For the Jamestown Jimmies out of Jamestown, North Dakota, orange and black, their official colors. They go with white uniforms today. Jimmies written across the front in orange, trimmed out in black. Kyra DeWild wears number 1, a 5'5 junior, hometown product from Jamestown High School in Jamestown, North Dakota. Bryn Woodside wears number 3, a 5'3 sophomore from Albert Lee, Minnesota. Number 5 is Michaela Orr, a 5'4 sophomore from North Dakota as well, and native of Jamestown High School. Number 24 is Jessica Buck, a 6'2 senior forward from Burnsville, Minnesota. And wearing number 41 for the Jimmies of Jamestown is Alexis Watts, a 6'1" junior from Miller, South Dakota. Greg Hewlin, the head man of the Jimmies of Jamestown. Their team sponsor is U.S. Bank. Comfort Inn, the sponsor of the Owls of Oregon Tech, as they go with black unis today, trimmed out in Vegas gold. Owls written across the front left leg of their shorts. Good matchup here to end up day number 1. Winner of this game will take on Marion, a winner in the previous round over Milligan in the game that Steve Bates and Nelson Wilson brought to you here on the NAIA network. 76-59, Marion was a winner in that contest. So we wrap up day number 1 and put our 8th team into the second round for a noontime matchup coming up on Friday. Give you a rundown of some of the games down at Point Lookout, Missouri as well throughout this night, including some with local ties as Jamestown goes into their pregame routine. A smack of the floor by every individual player. Referees are ready to go, ready for the nightcap. You ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. Basketball time here at the Tyson Event Center, nearing 10 o'clock Central Time. The Oregon Tech Owls playing 8 o'clock local time for them anyway. Jamestown, well, it's a little late. These young ladies don't mind. It's time for National Tournament Basketball on the NAIA Championship Network. Thank you for joining us again. The Oregon Tech Owls will go from right to left here in the first half. Jessica Buck inside the center circle. It'll be Tess Armstrong jumping for Tech. Ms. Referee puts the basketball in the air. We're underway as Buck tips it back to Bryn Woodside. She'll bring it across the half-court stripe. And we're underway here at the Tyson. Late basketball. We'll join you bright and early tomorrow morning here at 8:30 as well. It's Jamestown ball. Buck in the far corner. Goes right straight up top to Michaela Orr. Down to Buck, and it's tipped out of bounds by Oregon Tech with 12 in the shot clock. So the Jimmies will have to put a little bit of a bounce in their step in their opening possession to get it 29-4. Oregon Tech 25-8 on this fantastic season that's given them a spot here in the national tournament. This is the 2-7 bracket game. Jamestown, the 2nd seed in the Naismith bracket. High arcing 3 off the mark from Bryn Woodside. Put back up and in is good for the Jimmies, and they'll start the scoring at 2-0. A little bit of loose pressure by the Jimmies. Orr scored that basket, by the way. Oregon Tech's opening possession. Levesque with the basketball. Cutter is Armstrong, nothing doing. Vanderbrink up top, works to the right side. Whetstone cut off by Buck on the block, and she traveled. Turnover will give it to Jamestown. They're getting ready to tip off the late game down in Point Lookout as well. After it's Warner Pacific and Nebraska Wesleyan out of the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Warner knocked off the home-standing C of O Bobcats as we've got to travel by DeWald. She dribbled to the low block and kept her feet moving. So the travel moves it back to Oregon Tech. 1:04 gone here. But C of O bounced from the tournament on their home floor just a couple of minutes ago. So we're working late games here at the national tournaments. Got a foul on the play. I believe it'll go to Bryn Woodside playing defense. It will go to her. That'll be her first and the team's first. Want to thank all the hardworking young men and women with Hastings College and their production staff, giving you the sights, the sounds, the graphics, and all told throughout this game today. Levesque with the basket. Tied at 2. 8:35 and counting. First quarter. Buck gets it on the right wing, looking at Tess Armstrong, her defender. DeWald up top, looks for a cutter to Woodside. Backdoor cut works to perfection. Left-handed lay it in for Bryn Woodside. It's 4-2 Jimmies. Owls work towards half court and bring it across. Levesque with it. She'll work top of the key. Bounce pass to the high post for Whetstone. Whetstone will turn. She'll face the hoop. Left-handed shot is off the mark and out of bounds to the Jimmies. This group of young people from Hastings College all have very bright futures in front of them with the work that they'll be putting in throughout the next couple of days. And, of course, today at the national tournament as Buck drives and traveled on the baseline. 7:57 to play as teams trade turnovers here. 4-2 Jamestown. Some pressure by the Jimmies. Full court variety thrown ahead. Whetstone with it. She'll work it across to Tess Armstrong. Armstrong back to Levesque. Levesque looks near side for a pass for Carly McIsaac. She'll crisscross her dribble and hit the cutter. Tess Armstrong works inside, throws up a left-handed shot, no good. Jessica Buck clears the rebound. Bryn Woodside wants to run for the Jimmies. She'll push it ahead to Michaela Orr. Stolen by Oregon Tech's hustling Owls, and they hustle back down the floor. Pass goes through traffic. Armstrong for three, near side, off the mark, no good. Rebounded by DeWald. And DeWald, well, clear to Woodside. She'll work it up the floor for a Jimmy team, again, averaging near 80 points a game. Led in scoring by Jessica Buck at 18-6. Alex Watts up top. They'll pass it through traffic, far side to DeWald for three. That's short. Levesque steps in the way and pulls away the rebound as she dribbles down the center of the floor. Looking to go coast to coast, goes to the rim. Left it short, no good. Woodside with the rebound, pushes it to Buck. Buck with a one-on-one. Buck to the basket, lays it up, no good off the front of the iron. Rebounded and down for Carly McIsaac. Tipped away and out of bounds. And it went off of McIsaac, which makes it Jimmy's basketball. They'll inbound from the left side of their basket with 6:48 to go first quarter. DeWald lobs it into Buck. Too long. McIsaac with a steal. She's got a one-on-one with DeWald. She'll go to the basket. She'll shoot. She'll score. Carly McIsaac with the basket. Ties it at 4. 6.5 to play first quarter. High screen set by Watts. Woodside passes off to Orr instead. Buck has it on the near wing. She'll take a few left-handed dribbles and pass it farther into the corner for Watts as Buck will post up. Watts looked to get it to her, nothing there. Woodside back to Watts in the corner, wanted a three, won't take it. Kicked out of bounds by Whetstone. And with 8 on the shot clock, the Jimmies will get another look. Kaylee Kraska checks into the Jimmy lineup in place of Michaela Orr. So Kraska into the ball game. It'll be Woodside doing the inbounding as she puts a smack on the basketball and goes up top. Kraska with it. She'll dribble top of the key and push it back near side for DeWald. Buck looking straight on. She'll spot a high arcing three, and she'll make it. Jessica Buck for three. 7-4 with 6 minutes to go. here in the first quarter. Oregon Tech basketball. The Owls hustle up the floor and break the pressure with Armstrong. Armstrong look to hand it off. Carly McIsaac there to help. Armstrong puts it back up top. Levesque with it. Levesque, a 3-year player for Oregon Tech, getting a lot of time on the floor. Carly McIsaac drives, ducks around her defender and scores. Buck back quickly to the wing for the Jimmies. Trailer is Woodside. Woodside to DeWald, far side now for Kraska. Back up top for Buck. Buck drives and pushes near corner for Woodside. Woodside has it, looking to post up Buck. Doesn't go there, that door's shut. DeWald, little lob to Watts, top of the key. Back over to Woodside, thought about a three, pump fakes, drives baseline, shoots, and it's blocked out of bounds by Levesque. Nice defensive play by Carly. 7-6 your score. Jamestown out to an early lead. Three-pointer coming here, side of the wing, no good. Long for DeWald, pulled out of the air and rebounded nicely by Levesque as she'll work it up with a long pass through traffic to McIsaac. McIsaac inside had the ball stolen. She had got it off to Whetstone, stolen by Woodside. Ahead to DeWald, muscles it off the window, no good, and she's fouled. I believe the foul will go to Ashley Vanderbrink. And that'll be her first and the team's first. Will be a shooting foul for Kyra DeWald, though. A 69% free throw shooter, 67 of 97 entering the national tournament. DeWald's free throw is good. 8-7. Jimmy's on the lead as you see DeWald's effort on the screen. Took a lot of contact inside, but she makes her first free throw and is set for her second. Second one is good as well. DeWald hits both, and it's 9-6 Jamestown. They'd like to get out and score as much as possible, having hit the 90s a number of times, high 80s. They don't mind lighting up the scoreboard. The Owls have had some impressive offensive outputs as well. Stolen by Kraska. Kraska trying to stop the defender from behind, gets it away just in time. May have taken a poke in the eye there. We'll hope she's okay. We do have a foul on the play. Carly Levesque picks up her first and the team's second. Kraska says she's okay. Coach Hewland wants to know if that's the case because he doesn't want to put her at the free throw line if, well, she can't see. Kraska will take a big spin at the basketball. First one is good. She's fine. Playing through it. Kraska from New Brighton, Minnesota. Venture a guess to say that if she had any brothers in the house, maybe she's played hockey. She's just tough if that's the case. Kraska hits both. 11-6. Jamestown, they put on some full court pressure. Broken nicely to the near side of the floor. Now center field is Vanderbrink. Vanderbrink will look far side. Morgan Roberts into the ball game for the Owls. Roberts takes a right-handed baseline drive and passes it back out to the wing. Cross-court pass. Finds Vanderbrink. She drives, spins into the paint, puts up a right-handed floater, no good. Rebound of Michaela Orr in traffic. She'll turn and fire it ahead to Kraska. Kraska hits the trailer. Taylor Hammer back over to Jessica Buck outside. Jimmy's used the perimeter. Kraska spots a three. It's no good. Rebound to Levesque. She'll turn and burn for the Owls of Oregon Tech. It's 11-6. Levesque gets it on the left wing. Up top, wide open for three. Vanderbrink. Oh, no good. Rimmed away. It hit about every centimeter of the rim you could possibly ask it to without falling. Woodside works it up as she calls a play, passing the half-court stripe to the top of the key and bounces it off to Jessica Buck. Buck drives, puts it up on the run, no good. Rebound tip back to Buck. She'll take a dribble. She'll try to get around a few defenders and muscles it up. Does so, but pulled away by Tess Armstrong on the rebound. 11-6 with 3:25 to play. Oregon Tech in Jamestown in the nightcap here at the Tyson Event Center. Not a bad crowd as we pass 10 o'clock Central Time. Lob inside goes off the hands of Morgan Robertson, out of bounds. Jamestown will get it on the fifth turnover of the night from Oregon Tech. Mackenzie Bebo into the ball game for the Jimmies. Bebo working up the floor. Bebo near side pass to Jessica Buck. Buck looks top of the key. Kraska takes a right-handed dribble. Slashes towards the hoop and she's fouled. Block foul. Foul will go to Vanderbrink. That'll be her second. Team's third with 3 minutes to go, 11-6. Free throw is no good. High off the back of the iron from Kraska. She'll get one more as two new texters check in. And we'll pick them up here in just a minute. Bailey Nelson, one of them into the lineup. Kraska, her second free throw is swished home. She's got three, all of which have come at the free throw line. So it's 12-6. Jamestown doubling up the Owls. 2:56 to go first quarter. Pass comes near side for Nohea Weowioli. And it's out of bounds. Weowioli. Was told by Mike of the Sports Information Department at Oregon Tech that he worked on that name for a couple of months before she even showed up to campus. Thrown away on the entry pass. Kraska's pass is picked off by Roberts. Roberts leaves it off for the trailer. Weowioli. Baseline drive coming for Armstrong. She'll tip it back up top. Free throw line. Jumper good. Morgan Roberts for two. And it's 12-8. Buck has the dribble. Gets rid of it quickly. Jamestown works it all the way around the perimeter. Far side. Now back up top. Bebo to Buck. Buck looked in at Taylor Hammer, but she was covered up. Left-handed baseline drive up and no good from Bebo. Had a great opening on the left side. Just couldn't cash it in. And with 2 minutes remaining, it's 12-8 as Levesque goes all the way to the basket. She'll be fouled up near the rim. No foul there. Sorry. Levesque actually picks up the offensive foul. That'll be her second. So Vanderbrink and Levesque, two starters with two each. My apologies for that. Bebo up top for the Jimmies. Buck starts a drive and leaves it off near corner for DeWald. She'll lob it back into Buck in traffic, triple teamed as they collapse their defense on her. DeWald looks for a drive, slashes through traffic, muscles it up, but don't believe there will be any continuation on the play. There'll be a foul way away from the basket. Foul will go to Morgan Roberts. Roberts first, but the team's fifth. So for the final 1:39 of the first, there happens to be another foul. Jamestown would go to the free throw line. Had a brief meeting by a couple of officials as you see him re-enter your screen, and you see Kyra DeWald get ready for her attempt. DeWald's free throw is off the mark, and she'll have one more. No good. So it's 12-8. As she regathers her thoughts, second one rims away to the left side, no good. Weowioli with the basketball. She'll pump near side for Tess Armstrong. Armstrong through Mary Drzejic. Drzejic looks back far for Nelson. The all-name team for Oregon Tech. Morgan Roberts up top picks up her dribble. Armstrong drives. Back up to Roberts with 7 on the shot clock, and a foul will go against DeWald of Jamestown. Her first and the team's second. Fresh 30 for the Owls. 1:14 to play first quarter. 12-8 in a heavyweight slugfest here, it seems. Not a lot of scoring, defensive-minded clubs, holding their opponents to 60 and 55 points respectively. Roberts gathers it along the far sideline. She'll take a right side baseline drive and lay it up and in off the window. Roberts has 4, and it's 12-10. Buck on the run will back it up beyond the arc. Bebo to DeWald. Far side for Michaela Orr. She'll drive left baseline, puts it up right into the hands of Weowioli. And she'll work it up and hand it off for Drzejic for Oregon Tech. She looked for a pass far side. It does find its intended target of Nelson, but back up top. Drzejic. Bebo gets called on a foul. Her first and the team's third. 29.8 seconds to go here in the quarter. Coach Scott Meredith exchanging some personnel. And Weowioli will inbound. Drzejic picks up her dribble, bounce pass along the sideline to Morgan Roberts. Roberts hits Whetstone in stride up top. 20 seconds to go, shot clock is off. So Oregon Tech doesn't have to hurry if they don't want to, but a nice left-handed two from the right elbow ties the game at 12 with 9 seconds left. Bebo calls out a play with 6 and 5. Bebo up top, fires far side for Orr. She'll pull the trigger on a 3, no good. And at the end of 1, we are tied at 12. Oregon Tech 12, Jamestown 12. Sometimes this late game can be difficult to get on track because you're sitting around all day. You go through opening ceremonies, and then you've still got a game where you've got to sit and watch and then prepare yourself mentally for a matchup. Not saying that's affecting either one of them, but in the past, it has and can. People get antsy sitting around all day, miles and miles and miles from home. Even have a couple of sleepers here in the crowd. Just a quick nap, that's okay. Jamestown has got a nice contingent here. Ball in play to start the second quarter. Drzejic dumps it far side for Roberts. She throws back up top. Weowioli on the drive, cut off. Out of the corner for Roberts inside. Going up to the basket is Nelson, partially blocked underneath the basket, and Buck comes out with the basketball. Buck almost lost the handle, gathers it in. Bryn Woodside with it. Woodside to Orr. To Kyra DeWald, back to Jessica Buck in the far corner. Sizing up the defense. That'll be a charge on Jessica Buck. Good call by Mr. Referee. It came right to him, and the defender had established very nice position inside. So Buck will pick up her first. Tied at 12, Oregon Tech can take the lead here. The Owls work the far sideline. Drzejic now throws it near. Weowioli will bring it across the half-court stripe. She'll work for the Owls. Goes high post to Whetstone. Standing at the top of the key, she'll turn and face the hoop. Now start a left-handed drive. Weowioli with it. Weowioli continues her dribble. Finds an open teammate for 3. No good, off the mark from Whetstone. Rebounded by Woodside. She's on the run for Jamestown. Hits the trailer and a runner, no good from DeWald. And we've got a foul on the play after the rebound. Foul will go to Taylor Hammer, her first. Team's second here in the second quarter, 8:55 to play first half. Full court pressure by Jamestown. Drzejic looking to work it up the floor. Woodside making her earn every step of the way, crisscrossing her dribble. Woodside with great defense, shuffling her feet. Morgan Roberts on the miss. Sorry for that pause. I had to sneeze. And it was a good one. Hammer drives. Hammer to the basket. Left side, no good. Throws it up and over the rim. Rebounded by Tech. Oregon Tech with it. Drzejic drives. Lost the handle out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Owls. Carly McIsaac back into the ball game for Oregon Tech. Alexis Watts will join the party for Jamestown. Still tied at 12, 8:20 to go. Jamestown shooting 3 of 15. Oregon Tech 6 of 15. Jamestown 5 of 8 at the free throw line. Weowioli throws it into the paint for Whetstone. And we've got a travel. So the turnover back to Jamestown. Pretty even in the turnover category, 8-6 there. Oregon Tech has a few more, but both teams just trying to feel one another out and see where there might be an opening. DeWald holds the ball up over her head in the near corner. She dribbles back up top Woodside, works far side for Jessica Buck. Buck left open, she fires the three, and it's good. Jessica Buck has 6, and it's 15-12 Jamestown, as Oregon Tech will go back to work offensively. Or playing full court pressure on Weaweoli. Weaweoli gets top of the key, continues her dribble. Free throw line, hits the trailer. Drzejic got it down to the baseline, handle lost and out of bounds by Carly McIsaac. And it'll go back to Jamestown. Rebounding advantage for Jamestown right now, 13-10. 4 offensive rebounds for the Jimmies. Not cashing in, though, just 2 second-half points. Something that will definitely come as the game progresses. Woodside, bounce pass to Jessica Buck in the far corner. Buck plays 30 minutes a game. You're going to hear a lot of her name. She drives right side of the basket through the paint, no good. Lay-in off the front of the rim as Whetstone hit the deck, rolls over and just gets up and keeps running in stride. Whetstone, left-handed shot, banks it in high off the glass. That's a thing of beauty. Not enough shots use the glass, and she did there to perfection. 15-14, Buck throws it top side, or Bryn Woodside in between the circles, top of the key. She'll stop. Buck thought about a three, lobs it into Watts instead. Watts outside, three-pointer coming, no good. Off the fingers of Michaela Orr, and it's rebounded by McIsaac. McIsaac throws a pass near side for Drzejic. Drzejic ahead. Whetstone hits the cutter nicely in stride, and Carly McIsaac has got a right-handed open lay-in. 16-15 Owls. Buck and the Jimmies back quick. They love to get the ball up the floor very quickly, see if they have an open look, and then back it into their offense. 20 on the shot clock and 6:10 to play first half. Buck will start a drive and dump it back. Or spots up a three. It's in and out, no good. Rebound by Drzejic for Oregon Tech. Drzejic shouts out a play as she directs some traffic. 5:55 and counting first half. They'll work the pass to the near wing. Whetstone at the elbow, starts a drive, gets around Buck. Picked up by the backside defense, but she's going to make it, and an and-one chance coming for Megan Whetstone. The foul to Alexis Watts, wearing number 41. That's her first, and the team's third. So Whetstone will have a three-point play opportunity, the left-handed shooter. High arcing free throw is good. Whetstone has 7, and she'll be the team leader for her club for the time being. 19-15, Owls lead is 4. Jimmy basketball. Again, we'll look forward to joining you at 8:30 tomorrow morning. DeWald has the dribble. We'll go down some of tomorrow's lineup as we continue through tonight. Buck runs into a double team of Owls and a foul coming. See where they'll go here. Weaweoli picks up her first and the team's first here of the quarter. Woodside fires it in up top to DeWald. DeWald looking straight on top of the key, gets a high screen from Watts and leaves it off for Kraska. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Jessica Buck drives right side, dumps it off, open three, good. Kraska hits the three, and she's got 6. 19-18, Oregon Tech. Weaweoli on the drive, fouled on her way approaching the basket. It'll go to Kraska on the push. Her first, team's 4th. Will not be a shooting foul. So the Owls will inbound a long press row here on the near sideline. She'll throw it in. Drzejic with the basketball, hands it off football style. Weaweoli throws far side. Whetstone comes out top to pump it near for Drzejic. She'll start a left-handed drive, cut off by a double team, muscles it up anyway, shot no good. Jessica Buck with the rebound in traffic. Woodside will work it up the floor to the top of the key, putting her team in motion. The cutter is DeWald. Back out to Woodside. Woodside drives the right side of the paint, throws it up over Whetstone, off balance, no good. Rebounded by Tess Armstrong for Oregon Tech. Armstrong will hustle back down and go to work on the low block. Armstrong now pops straight out top to get it. Whetstone being guarded by Buck, throws it inside to McIsaac. McIsaac throws up an off balance two, no good from her right hand in the paint. And it's rebounded by the Jimmies. They trail by one, 19-18. Kraska gets the ball near wing. Kraska to Watts up top. Watts will spot a three. That's good. Alexis Watts. Make it a long two. Nonetheless, Jamestown in the lead, 20-19, and an over and back call against Drzejic. Kind of lost her positioning on the floor there. Didn't realize she was straddling the half-court stripe. Alexis Watts will come near side to inbound. Bebo ready to go to work. Watts will lob it in. Bebo up top to Jessica Buck, far side for DeWald. She looks at Watts inside. Wants to set a screen, but lobs a pass near. Kraska, overhead pass to Buck up top. Buck works left side and stops. And we've got a 3-second violation on Alexis Watts. So that'll go the other way. 7th turnover of the game for Jamestown. Oregon Tech is committed 10. 3:27 to go first half. Ball batted out of the air by Jessica Buck and out of bounds. Oregon Tech will call a timeout. Coach Scott Meredith would like to slow things down just a little bit. With 3:24 to go first half. Be a quick 30. Oregon Tech shooting 9 of 20 for 45%. Jamestown 6 of 23. That is 26%. Oregon Tech 0 of 3 beyond the arc. Jamestown is hit 3 of 10 from the free throw line. Oregon Tech 1 of 1. Jamestown 5 of 8. On the boards, Jamestown 15-14 have the advantage. 4 assists to 6 turnovers for the Jimmies. 5 assists, 10 turnovers for Oregon Tech. Bench scoring at 6-4 for the Jimmies. Points in the paint 10-4. Oregon Tech doing a great job inside the lane. Second chance points is 2-0 Jamestown. Points off of turnover 8-6, so pretty even there as well. And pretty even on the scoreboard, 20-19, with 3 minutes and 24 seconds to play in the first half. Drzejic with the basketball, way away, being guarded by Bebo as she'll work it up along the far sideline. Nice drive to the basket. Shot up and in for Morgan Roberts. Roberts will cash in and give her team a 21-20 lead. DeWald looks near side and fires down to Watts on the block. She'll take a couple of dribbles in the paint and pump it far side. Bebo, high arcing three off the mark. Kraska trying for the rebound, kind of pushed it out of bounds. It got to her shoulder a little quicker than she wanted. Coach Greg Hewlin calls out the defense that he'd like his team to establish itself in. As Drzejic works it up and goes to the high post for Whetstone. Whetstone will turn, face the hoop, got Buck to lean a little bit, drives left-handed shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded though by Oregon Tech, second chance, and a block foul coming by Kyra DeWald as she lost her footing there. 5th team foul against Jamestown. So we'll have a couple of free throws here on the 5th team foul whistled against Jamestown here in the second quarter. Drzejic at the free throw line. Her first free throw is good. Her first point of the game. 22-20. Second one on the way. And that is good as well. She'll splash it home. 23-20. 2:35 to go first half. And Jessica Buck looks at the hoop. Throws it to Orr. On the far side wing as Orr dribbles. Kraska goes down in the far corner for Jessica Buck. She's got her dribble. She'll use it. She'll hand it off to Kraska for three. Good. Kaylee Kraska with her second three of the night. She's got 9. She leads Jamestown in that category. Off the bench. Good bench play for Coach Greg Euland. Whetstone pushes to Morgan Roberts, who looks inside. McIsaac didn't really have a good shot. Lost her footing and lost the basketball as she tried to push a pass along the baseline. So to be Jamestown basketball. Jimmy's not off to the best start, shooting 7 of 25, but trying to shoot their way through it. Woodside to Watts. Watts will turn, shoot, and score. Long range, too, for Alexis Watson. She's got great range. Even with her 6'1" frame, she can shoot from anywhere beyond the arc. Minute and 30 to go, first half, 25-23. Jamestown back in the lead. Oregon Tech on the attack. Drzejic looked to pump a pass through traffic, but kind of telegraphed it a bit as Kraska knocks it out of the air. 1:24 to play and 16 on the shot clock. Inbounds play coming for Drzejic and Oregon Tech. Coming off a screen was Armstrong. They don't get it there. They go to McIsaac instead. McIsaac, Whetstone, long two, left-hander, no good. And we'll have a foul on McIsaac, who tried to follow her shot and go for the rebound. Her first, team's second. It'll be Jamestown basketball. Clock runs under a minute 10 here in the first half. Woodside with a right-handed dribble, looking in at Jessica Buck, trying to bounce it into her. She's covered up nicely with the defense of Tess Armstrong. Long three, finds a home. Kaylee Kraska with her third three-pointer of the quarter. And it's 28-23. Kraska now with a steal. She'll put it up in the paint. Good. Kaylee Kraska with 5 unanswered. She'll try to steal it again. She'll get called for a foul this time as she twirled around the Owls defensive player, but great hustle by Kaylee Kraska. She will pick up her second. Will walk to the other end and shoot free throws, but you hit a 3, you get a steal, you hit a 2. Go for it again. Why not? Great exchange by Kraska and Watts, finding Kraska out of the corner of her eye for that long 3. Free throw is good on the other end for Morgan Roberts. She's got 7. Great replay there by Hastings College. I don't know what all the buttons and monitors do back there, but they are darn cool. Roberts hits both. She's got 8. 30-25. Replay, something new that they're introducing this season. I love it so far. Buck starts a drive, ducks into the paint, shoots and scores, gets it to roll in. Jessica Buck has 8. 7-point lead for Jamestown as they try to take Mo into the locker room with them. Levesque trying to cut it down. Over to Whetstone, far side. Cutter is Armstrong, nothing doing. Top of the key, Roberts. She'll reverse court near side for McIsaac. McIsaac to Whetstone. Whetstone backs in, gets rid of it in the paint. Short 2, no good. Levesque missed it. And Buck comes out with it with 13 seconds left as Woodside will shout a play. Passing half court with 9. Kraska thought about a 3, drives instead, leaves it off for Buck. She'll pump fake, she'll drive. Buck throws it up off the window, no good. Rebound pulled down by Oregon Tech, and we'll go to halftime with a score of Jamestown 32 and Oregon Tech 25. We'll take a brief time out here on the NAIA Championship Network, and we're back with your halftime statistics and more after these messages.
At CNOS, we know that injuries don't come with an appointment. That's why we're offering urgent care for non-emergent orthopedic injuries. Same-day walk-in care for those unexpected bone and joint injuries. No appointment necessary. When you need quality, comprehensive orthopedic care now, you need orthopedic urgent care at CNOS in Dakota Dunes. CNOS, improving health.
It started 125 years ago as a small community bank which would be focused on helping neighbors. Along the way, that's just what we've done. Over the years, Prime Bank has grown by being there when neighbors needed a partner. But it's not just our past that we're so passionate about. It's what we see as our future that makes Prime Bank so excited. Prime Bank, still focused on people, still focused on community. Strong and true for 125 years and just getting started.
Don't Won't it feel good? Sing Off Season 4 champions and country vocal band sensation Home Free bring their headlining North American tour here next spring. Home Free and their 5 amazing voices capture the world as they mix Nashville standards with country-dipped pop hits. Home Free, live on Saturday, April 30th at the Orpheum Theater in Sioux City. Tickets are available now at the Tyson Event Center box office or online at orpheumlive.com. For more information, visit homefreemusic.com.
So life is mobile. What's the weather Tuesday? Order donuts for staff meeting. Set meeting reminder. Tap, swipe, pinch, tap. Say something clever, post it, and share. When is that meeting again? Oh yeah. Keep it all in the cloud. Great Southern is creating new ways for your banking to sync seamlessly with everything else. Turns out it's a pretty nice fit. GreatSouthernBank.com/mobile.
So is your youngest in daycare yet?
He is. He started like 3 months ago.
Aw, I bet that gets expensive, doesn't it?
Yeah, and with our daughter in preschool, our budget stretched pretty thin.
Well, maybe I can help you with that. One way to keep more money in your pocket is to use our flexible payment options. This way, you make smaller payments each month instead of paying your full bill today.
Wow, that could really help. I wish everything could be this easy.
Family, friendly, affordable at Summit Dental Health.
Hi, I'm Mark Porter, Chief Operating Officer for Seaboard Triumph Foods.
And I'm Jim Fitzpatrick, CEO at Mercy Medical Center. We're very proud to be co-sponsors of the NAIA Women's Basketball Tournament.
Seaboard Triumph is excited to be part of the Sioux City community with our new plant opening in the summer of 2017.
And Mercy is proud of our 125 years of providing quality health care to the Siouxland area.
We want to wish congratulations to all the teams who made it to the tournament this year.
And good luck in the tournament.
Halftime here at the Tyson Event Center in Sioux City, Iowa. Jamestown, the Jimmies lead Oregon Tech 32-25, and playing a rousing game inside the arena of What's in Your Wallet. Prize winner has already won, having dental floss in their wallet. Another participant won for having a dollar coin in their wallet. Now we're looking for a receipt. 32-25 at halftime. 11 of 30 is Jamestown. 10 of 24, for Oregon Tech. The Owls 0 of 3 beyond the arc. Jamestown 5 of 13. Free throw line. Jamestown 5 of 8. Oregon Tech 5 of 5. 7 assists, 7 turnovers for Jamestown. 5 assists, 12 turnovers for Oregon Tech. Bench scoring 14-10 for Jamestown. Points in the paint 10-8 for Oregon Tech. Second chance points 2-2. Points off of turnover 12-8 in favor of Jamestown. They gave us the wrong halftime stats, so we'll work on some more here when we return at the Tyson Event Center. It's the final game of the evening. 32-25, Jamestown has the lead. Winner earns a shot in the noon game on Friday against Marion of Indiana, a winner earlier tonight. We'll take this brief pause to thank some of our sponsors here on the NAIA Women's Division II Championship Network.
The things we do together, the passions we pass down, keep families strong. Baird, wealth management for your generation and the next.
Sabre Industries was founded in 1977 by Bailey Alfs. Now, nearly 40 years later, they are one of the largest manufacturers of utility structures and telecommunication towers. Sabre has immediate openings for experienced welders and machine operators and is looking for hardworking individuals who want to join an established company in the Siouxland area. Apply today at saberindustries.com/careers.
Gordon Drive is open, so it's time to come back to Charlie's American Grill and Spirits. Their lunch features an amazing salad bar, delicious soups, sandwiches galore, and fresh daily specials. Or order off the menu at Charlie's in the Holiday Inn on Gordon Drive.
Is mealtime at your home become a washout, a hair-raising experience? Full of rejection? Forget those mealtime hassles and call
276-5902. The Point After does it all for you. 2523-864. Westside Pizza brings it to your door. 5222-834. The North End Zone feeds your family and more.
Operators are standing by.
We're good times together.
Hello, I'm Jim Fitzpatrick, the CEO of Mercy Medical Center. We're very proud to be a co-sponsor of the NAIA Women's Basketball Tournament. Mercy has served the healthcare needs of Siouxland for over 125 years. Our legacy of the highest quality medical care, along with state-of-the-art technology, is a testament to a dedicated medical community, along with our highly trained and caring staff. We're here when you need us, for the big things and the small. Mercy welcomes and congratulates all the teams that made it to Sioux City. Good luck.
What are all these people smiling about? They know Security National Bank is dedicated to helping them succeed by making their banking life better. We're talking
better advice,
better locations, better mobile banking.
Overall, better money.
When it comes to banking, Security National Bank is.
That's easy. They're better at it.
They were just four guys from Jersey until they sang their first note and changed the sound of rock and roll forever. Sherry, baby. Jersey Boys, the Tony Award-winning true life musical phenomenon that takes you behind the music and inside the story of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
Jersey Boys, coming to Orpheum Theater in Sioux City, March 29th through April 3rd. Get tickets at BroadwayAtTheOrpheum.com.
The extra buying power you get from a Siouxland Federal Credit Union home loan can help you own the home of your dreams. Experienced loan officers will work one-on-one with you to get the most value for your money. Siouxland Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
At Unity Point Health St. Luke's Cardiology Services, you'll be cared for by top cardiologists, nurses, and technicians. A compassionate team that works together to coordinate care around your personal needs using technology that's state-of-the-art. From St. Luke's campus to Sunnybrook Medical Plaza, you can get the care you need when you need it 24/7. Unity Point Health St. Luke's. The point of unity is you.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Learn more at NAIA.org.
Gateway Arena here in Sioux City, Iowa. Tyson Event Center is the home of the Women's Division II National Tournament, and we welcome you from around the country or maybe even around the world listening in tonight to Jamestown at Oregon Tech. 32-25, the halftime score. Looking at today's action, our winners from earlier today. The 8:30 this morning game in the Liston bracket went to Dakota Wesleyan. 10:15 game, Davenport of Michigan, so Dakota Wesleyan takes on Davenport Friday at 8:30. Goshen and St. Xavier were winners earlier today in that Liston bracket, so that'll be the second round matchup Friday at 10:15 a.m. Winner of this game will get Marion in the Friday noon game, followed by Morningside and Cardinal Stritch at 1:45. Kind of an interesting stat that I was given earlier is that Cardinal Stritch is 2-0 against Morningside in the second round here at the NAIA Women's Division II National Tournament. Mustangs 32-2, Cardinal Stritch 25-8. As we wrap up day number one here at the Tyson, this game, well, the score has been tied 4 times. The lead has changed 4 times as well. 32-25 is your score as we get ready to put the ball in play here for the second half. Jamestown shooting 11 of 30 on the night. Oregon Tech 10 of 24. good for 42%. So they're getting good looks. Just maybe not getting as many as they'd like. They've yet to hit a 3, but are 5 of 5 at the free throw line. A little bit of foul trouble for Oregon Tech. Levesque has 2 and Vanderbrink has 2. They didn't get to play a whole lot in the second quarter because of that. Kaylee Kraska and Kyra DeWald have 2 each for Jamestown. But all in all, the pace of the first half very good. And we'll see if both teams can keep that up here as we put one more team into the second round on Friday. Jamestown will start the half with a basketball as Woodside will bring it up the floor and start the offense for Coach Greg Hewland, who's shed the sport coat. Now just going with the collared shirt. Ball goes through the hands of DeWald, but she gathers it back in top of the key and looks for Woodside. Woodside with a head fake, nothing doing there on the long 3. DeWald has it. DeWald takes a dribble to Alexis Watts. Watts over the head pass near side for Woodside. To Jessica Buck, who popped out top of the 5 of the shot clock. 4-3, gets to the rim, right-hander off the front of the rim, no good. Tried to bank it in, had the right idea. Levesque pulls it away and runs for Oregon Tech. Levesque backs it in, gets it to Whetstone. She'll back out of the paint and throw it up top now. She'll get the pass top of the key, and Jessica Buck caught leaning will pick up her second foul in the first here of the third quarter. So Buck will pick up her second, leading the team with 5 rebounds and 4 assists to go along with 8 points. Watts playing defense. She's backed in by Tess Armstrong. Whetstone tried to get it back to her. Whetstone drives instead, throws up a running right-handed lay-in, no good. Jessica Buck with her 6th rebound of the game as she works it up the center of the floor and hits her point guard Woodside to start the play. Buck on the right wing. Buck fakes on the 3, won't take it. Starts a drive now in the middle of the paint and wants to throw a pass far side, but a foul coming as Jessica Buck foul to Tess Armstrong. Should be an inbounds play here, but yes. Was not in the active shooting. She was passing. Coach Hewland tried to sell it. Got to give him credit. Worth a try. Buck steps out to get it with a foot on the 3-point line and travel to start her approach to the basket. And the turnover to Oregon Tech. 8:44 to play, third quarter. Oregon Tech will throw it along the near sideline. Whetstone with it. Levesque will bring it across the half-court stripe, working through the center circle. Top of the key, gets a screen. Wants to hit Vanderbrink, and does. Vanderbrink goes back up top, though. Whetstone drives high off the window, no good. Falls off the front of the rim, or cuts through traffic, gets right to the hoop for a right-handed lay-in for her 4th point of the night. Michaela Orr makes it 34-25. Whetstone stops on the near wing. Down into the near corner now. Down to Armstrong on the block. Armstrong bounces a pass through traffic. It goes all the way back up top with 15 on the shot clock. Levesque over to Armstrong. Armstrong drives left baseline, puts a pass near side. 3-pointer coming. McIsaac, no good. High off the back of the iron. Bodies banging into one another everywhere, and we've got a foul on the plate. I think that'll go to Whetstone. Megan Whetstone will pick up her first and the team's second. So it'll be a Jamestown inbound play. Working up the floor. Coach Hewland calls the play. His players have got it. They put it in motion. Watts hands it off to DeWald. DeWald looks down into the corner for Orr. Orr back to Alexis Watts. Thought about a 3. She'll pass up the opportunity for now. Watts gets it on the wing with 8. Into Buck with 7. Back out to Watson, threw it away. Watts was kind of creeping up the wing, but that pass a little too long for her into the Jamestown bench. Turnover to Oregon Tech. Still looking for their first points here of the second half. Nearly 3 minutes gone. That'll be a foul by DeWald, and she knew it as soon as it happened. Contact up top will stop the play. Kaylee Kraska checks in for Jamestown. As Vanderbrink will step over to inbound for Oregon Tech. Vanderbrink throws it in. Levesque has it and starts a dribble. Levesque directs some traffic over to Tess Armstrong on the wing. Back up top for Levesque to Whetstone. Whetstone looks near side. Back to Whetstone. Top of the key, fires far. Armstrong will spot a three. No good. Kraska had good position for the rebound. It was tipped out of bounds by an Owl as Kraska hit the deck. It'll be Jamestown basketball with 6:54 to go. So just 2 points here in the second half with 6:45 to play. Jamestown with that lone basket. Watts has it. Watts through Orr down to Buck. She backs it back beyond the three-point stripe into Watts. Shot up no good from the left side. Levesque runs down the rebound. She'll turn and go for Oregon Tech. Using the middle of the floor, she comes to a stop at the free throw line. Three-pointer on the way. No good for Vanderbrink as it rolls away. Woodside set to go for Jamestown. Ahead to Orr. Orr into the paint, goes to the rim and is blocked. The shot goes out of bounds. Good defense hustling back by the Hustlin' Owls. Carissa Harbeck into the ball game for Oregon Tech. Morgan Robertson as well. She had 8 off the bench in the first half. Taylor Hammer in for Jamestown as well. Inbounds play to Hammer. Hammer will catch and shoot no good off the front of the rim. Oregon Tech comes out running with Whetstone. Whetstone, some contact underneath, puts it up and in, left-handed shot. She's got 9. Good no call. Both players pretty much leaning there. Under 6 to play, third quarter, 34-27. Buck starts a drive to the right elbow. Backs her way into the second block. Three-pointer coming up top, swish. Bryn Woodside for 3. 37-27. Biggest lead of the day for Jamestown is 10. Whetstone picks up her dribble, lobs it to Levesque, who throws out far side. Harbeck throws it up and scores. Lob inside, tipped away by Oregon Tech and out of bounds. So the inbounds will come from the near sideline and go up top. Woodside dribbles right over in front of her bench. Throws it down into the corner for Orr. Back up top for Buck. Buck to Kraska. Kraska, 3 threes in the third quarter. Buck drives, right-handed lay-in good for Jessica Buck. C's kind of parted for her, and she had an open look all the way to the lane, or all the way to the hoop, through the lane, 39-29. Roberts crisscrossing her dribble, wants to answer with a lane of her own, no good off the window. Buck with the rebound, she'll turn and burn for the Jimmies. Buck stops, throws it out, good ball movement, three-pointer for Orr, good. Great ball movement by Jamestown and a timeout on the floor by head coach Scott Meredith. 4:41 to play here in the third quarter. Jamestown 42. Oregon Tech 29. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take a breath with them. We'll be back in just a sec on the NAIA Women's Division II Championship Network. Back inside the Tyson Events Center. 4:41 to play, third quarter. Jamestown 42, Oregon Tech 29. Timeout on the floor by Coach Scott Meredith, trying to stop the momentum here. As Oregon Tech trailing Jamestown, being outscored 10-4 so far here in the third quarter. Inbounds play against some full court pressure for Oregon Tech. They'll look at it and throw it into Morgan Roberts. Roberts looks at a potential double team and reverses court to the far side. Levesque working the center of the floor, lobs it back near for Morgan Roberts. Roberts up top for Levesque. Levesque starts a drive. She's cut off nicely by Bryn Woodside. She'll get rid of it to Roberts. Roberts drives, dishes through the paint, basket up and in for Vanderbrink. Right place, right time, easy two. 42-31. Jessica Buck flips it near, or back to Buck. Buck stands in the near corner, now takes a few dribbles. Open three, Woodside, no good. Ball tipped, ball loose, ball on the deck. And let's see, I think they're going to call a foul here. Okay, they'll call a foul to Vanderbrink. No, she already has two. Well, I'm not sure. I'm sorry, looking at the wrong side of the scoreboard. Michaela Orr picks up. Michaela Orr's not even on the floor. I don't know. We'll continue to play. How's that? Bounce pass inside, stolen by Jessica Buck. Buck zigzags her way up the floor, hits the trailer Bebo. Over to Orr, back to Buck in the far corner. Buck thought about a baseline drive, heads north towards the free throw line instead. Three-pointer coming, Taylor hammer, and got it stuck in the junction of the rim and the glass. It is stuck, as you can see on your screen. Don't see that very often. Coach Hewlin even with a smile. And you know what? That's just basketball. You take a giggle and you work back defensively. 42-31. Ball in the Jimmy's court at the time being, leading by 11. Roberts, left side. Pass near for Harbeck. Harbeck splits a double team and scores, and a three-point play chance coming for Carissa Harbeck. That's a big play that Oregon Tech needed. Foul to Bebo, her second. Team's fourth here. Free throw is no good. Hits the right side. Tipped out of bounds. Believe last touch by Jessica Buck. That'll be the case. Oregon Tech will have a shot at points here. So the inbounds play coming under the Tech basket. Bounce pass into Armstrong to Levesque, back to Armstrong. Armstrong looks to make a move, dumps it out. Levesque, she'll fire a three. It's no good. Rebound pulled away by Michaela Orr as she runs the far sideline. Orr ahead to Buck. She'll throw a soccer-style over-the-head pass near side for Kraska, who spins in towards the basket. No good. Ball on the deck. We'll have a jump ball here, and it'll stay with Jamestown. Good hustle by all involved, and an even better job by the referees to whistle that play dead immediately. That's veteran officiating at its best. My color commentator here locally has a great saying, and that is, nothing good happens on the floor. Blow the whistle, get the players up off the floor as quickly as possible. Everyone will be safe. That's the case. Good call. Buck calling for it inside, or gets it with a left-handed bounce pass. Buck backing her way in. Buck threw a pass. It was tipped out to Woodside. Three-pointer Taylor Hammer, no good. From the far corner, and a foul coming to Michaela Orr as she bumped into an Oregon Tech player on the rebound. That's Orr's second and the team's fifth. So, with 2:17 to play third quarter, Oregon Tech will shoot some free throws. Weoweoli at the basket, or shooting free throws here. Her first is good. NAIA Weoweoli, freshman from Portland, Oregon, at the stripe as she'll shoot the bonus free throw here. 42-34. Make it 42-35 as Weoweoli hits both, becoming the 8th Owl to score tonight. Kyra DeWald holds the ball up over her head. Morgan Roberts challenges her defensively. Woodside, top of the key, fires far for Orr. Hammer up top. Hammer drives against Whetstone, puts it up off the window, too strong, rebounded by Tess Armstrong at Oregon Tech. Levesque looks to go coast to coast. And we've got a foul on the play. I think that'll go against Orr, and that'll be her third. So Levesque will go to the free throw line. Carly Levesque, 69% free throw shooter, but she's good on her first. She's got 3. 42-36, Owls chipping away at the Jamestown lead. Second one good too for Levesque. 42-37, minute 40 to play here in the third quarter. DeWald swings it near side for Buck, who gets a screen from Hammer. Woodside holds top of the key over to DeWald, far side for Orr. She'll lob it into Buck, and stolen by Levesque. And let's see what they call here. Maybe a foul on Levesque or a jump ball. Let's see. It'll be a jump ball. It'll go to Oregon Tech. And I agree with that. There wasn't a whole lot of contact down there from what I could see. Levesque put her hands on the basketball, tied it up. So the inbound play. Lob to Morgan Roberts, looking at some pressure. Roberts works it up. 1:25 to go, third quarter. 42-37. Owls scratching their way back into this game. Bounce pass inside for Roberts. Far side, three-pointer. Good for Tess Armstrong. Armstrong with her first points of the game. She comes in averaging 9-6, but a big one there makes it 42-40. Taylor Hammer cuts a double team. Throw up a shot off the front of the rim. Looking straight on, no good. Levesque with a rebound, she runs. Levesque looking to get deeper, all the way to the basket. We've got a tie ball game. Carly Levesque goes coast to coast at a timeout on the floor. Coach Greg Hewlin will take a 30-second timeout as we're tied at 42. Under a minute to play, third quarter. As Oregon Tech has just kicked and scratched and fight and clawed their way back into this ball game. As you see Levesque going right to the basket around her defender, got Woodside by a half a step there to tie it at 42 with 50.5 seconds to play here in quarter number 3. Jamestown still with 4 timeouts, Oregon Tech with 3. It'll be Jimmy's basketball when we get back in play here. Jamestown 15 of 44 for 34%. Oregon Tech 16 of 37 for 43%. Rebounding 27-25 for Jamestown. As Hammer will inbound to Woodside, 42-42. Evenly matched game here in the 2-7 seeding matchup. Woodside drives on Levesque, puts it up off the window. It falls off the front, no good. Rebounded by Whetstone. Levesque looks up, dribbles through 2 defenders, gets to the top of the key. Now she'll back it up. Coach Meredith calls a play. She'll fire far side for Armstrong. Armstrong looks at Whetstone, who's cutting. Nothing doing there. They reverse court to Weaweoli near side. Whetstone up top, looking to get Taylor Hammer leaning, but doesn't. She holds her ground nicely. Working inside is Morgan Roberts, who gets it to fall. She's got 10. With 3 seconds to go, Woodside set to fire, doesn't. Woodside now will fire at the buzzer for 3, good! Bryn Woodside for 3 to put the exclamation point on a very good third quarter. We go to the fourth. Jamestown 45, Oregon Tech 44. We'll take a brief pause here on the NAIA Championship Network. Set to start quarter number 4 here at the Tyson Event Center. As Oregon Tech outscored Jamestown 19-13 in the third quarter, but Jamestown will have a 1-point lead. 45-44 after Bryn Woodside hit a 3 as time expired in the third quarter. First attempt of the fourth is no good and off the mark for Jamestown. Morgan Roberts runs, gets the free throw line, now backs it up. Bounce pass out top and a pass far side. Tess Armstrong for 3. Can't get it to rattle in, no good. Rebounded by Kaylee Kraska as Woodside gets the top. Kraska the trailer. Kraska pushes near side for Kyra DeWald. 9:29 to play in the ball game. Passing 11 o'clock here, Central Time. Wherever you are, good evening, or in some cases, good morning. Late game here at the Tyson, usually a good one. And no difference here today as we've got a foul on the far side. We'll go to Tess Armstrong. Actually, sorry, I went to Morgan Roberts. 9:16 to play, 45-44 Jamestown. Woodside will run the offense and start at top of the key. Watts turns and looks at the hoop. She'll set a screen for Buck. Buck goes the other way, baseline. Out to Watts, to Woodside. Woodside to DeWald. She'll start a right-handed drive. She's cut off. DeWald now tries to get around her defender. Throws up an off-balance shot and is fouled by Morgan Roberts. And that'll be her third, team's second here of the fourth quarter. Kyra DeWald will get 2. 69.1% free throw shooter. First one off the mark, hits the right side of the rim. And even 9 to play. So second one of the way for DeWald. She gets 1 of 2. She's got 3 on the night. It's a 2-point Jamestown lead, 46-44. Oregon Tech breaks the pressure beautifully and ahead to Tess Armstrong. Armstrong finds Vanderbrink trailing the play. Back up top to Levesque. Whetstone will set a screen for Levesque. Jessica Buck picks up the switch nicely. Levesque in the paint. Levesque goes to the basket and will get a foul called against well, let's see, Jessica Buck. That'll be her third. Team's first of the fourth quarter. Inbound play, thrown out of, tipped out of bounds. So let's see. So the inbound will move to the near sideline. And it'll be lobbed into Whetstone up top. She'll handle Levesque. Levesque starts her dribble. Top of the key, works free throw line. Continues. Left-handed lay-in, no good. Rebound and put back up, no good. McIsaac missed it. Buck comes out with her 10th rebound of the game. So double-double for Jessica Buck. 10 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists as well. Alexis Watts up top of the toe on the three-point line, won't take it. DeWald dribbles at the free throw line. Continues all the way for a right-handed lay-in, no good. Rebound for Carly McIsaac. McIsaac dribbles it up into the offensive zone. She switches direction and comes to the near side of the floor. McIsaac leaves a bounce pass up top for Levesque, who hands it off to Vanderbrink. Back to McIsaac. Whetstone throws far side for Levesque with 10 on the shot clock. Levesque drives, pushes through the paint, open baseline jumper, good for Carly McIsaac. She's got 8 points on the night. Tied at 46 with 7.5 to play. Buck on the drive. Dishes out top to Woodside. Watts wants an open 3. No good off the front of the iron. Nice rebound in traffic for McIsaac. She's running again. McIsaac gets to the low block. Looked to punch it through traffic to Whetstone. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jimmy. As Michaela Orr checks in for Jamestown. Inbounds play coming. Tied at 46. Vanderbrink near corner will push it. She'll dribble it all the way back up top. Thought she was going to push a pass away, but doesn't. Whetstone, free throw line, picks up her dribble. McIsaac Punches back to Whetstone, and she's fouled from behind. Maybe on Jessica Buck, and that'd be her fourth if so. Nope, it's not. No, it is. Her fourth. And she'll be subbed in for Taylor Hammer as she'll trot over to her bench with the game tied at 46 and 7 minutes to go. Got a push foul on Alexis Watts as she pushed through Whetstone. That'll be Watts' second, team third. 2 fouls committed by Oregon Tech here in the fourth quarter. 3 minutes gone, just 3 points here in the fourth as we're tied at 46. Vanderbrink on the inbounds play. Levesque thought about a three. Drives baseline and is bumped out of bounds by Hammer. And Hammer will pick up her second and the team's fourth. So a fresh 30 for Oregon Tech as they approach bonus free throws for what would be the remainder of this contest on the next foul. McIsaac threw it away, looking up top. Alexis Watts gets the steal. Bryn Woodside to Kraska. Kraska for Taylor Hammer. Hammer takes a dribble. Nice bounce pass down low to Watts. She backs her way in and back out to Hammer. 15 on the Jamestown shot clock. Cross-court pass to Michaela Orr. She's got the baseline. Throws up an off-balance shot, no good. Rebounded by Vanderbrink for the Owls. Vanderbrink gets around Bryn Woodside and gets the basket. A great decision to change directions and go around the defender. DeWald on the air, make that Orr on the attack on the other end. It's tipped out of bounds. Good transition defense for Oregon Tech. 48-46 Owls. Inbound to Watts. She goes right to the basket and scores. Perfect inbounds play to Alexis Watts. Tied again at 48. Working away to 6 minutes to go in the contest. Both teams calm, cool, and collected here. In crunch time, Levesque drives. Levesque looked to punch a pass through traffic. Had Armstrong in the far corner, but it's tipped out by Michaela Orr. As Carissa Harbeck back into the ball game for Oregon Tech. Owls will box the lane in on their inbounds play. Whetstone gets it in the paint from Levesque. Fakes right, goes left and scores. Nice play by Whetstone. She's got 11. 58-50. Baskets being answered by baskets. Hammer fires inside for Watts. Watts had it tipped away and stolen by Carly McIsaac. McIsaac works it up now, throws on the brakes. Vanderbrink calls for a guard, and Levesque comes out to get it. Levesque plays about 27 minutes a game, and she's played a ton here tonight. Vanderbrink on the drive, gets to the front of the rim, scores, and a three-point play coming for Ashley Vanderbrink. Saw the opportunity and shot down the paint. Got the basket at the end, one. The foul will go to Kraska, I think. That'll be her third. Free throw is good. Three-point play cashed in for Vanderbrink. Oregon Tech owns their biggest lead of the day at 5 with 5 minutes to play in tonight's contest. Winner gets Marion coming up on Friday. Lunchtime affair, noon Central Time. Foul on the play will go to McIsaac, her second. Team's third of the fourth quarter. Jessica Buck back in, Tess Armstrong back in, Kyra DeWald back in. And even 5 to go in regulation time. Inbounds play, kicked, I believe, on the baseline, so we'll try it again. Lob goes up top to Buck. Buck facing the hoop. Now turns, backs her way in on Armstrong, gets around Armstrong and is fouled at the rim. Tess Armstrong will pick up her second and the team's fourth. Buck's free throw is good. She gets it to roll in. She's got 11. The PA announcer, by accident, announced the wrong name, and all I heard out of the stands was, "What?" He says, "Check that, I'm sorry." 53-49 with a timeout on the floor. 4:53 to go in the game. Reset the statistics for you as you take a look at the Tyson Event Center. Jamestown 17 of 51, 33%. Oregon Tech 21 of 45 for 47%. Oregon Tech looking to pull the upset over the 9th-ranked team in the land. Jamestown ranked number 9 in the final poll. Oregon Tech was in at 25. They'd like to show that they belong. Jimmy's at 29-4. So they look to win number 30 here. A very, very difficult thing to do at any level of basketball. Buck hits both. She's got 12, down to a 3-point lead for Oregon Tech. They face the full court pressure. Levesque throws it ahead to Vanderbrink, over to Tess Armstrong, and Levesque gets it back with 4:45 to go. And 20 on the shot clock. Whetstone at the high post, top of the key. She'll turn and face the hoop. Buck forcing her to go right. She goes right. She lays it up and in. Whetstone has 13, back to a 5-point lead. Orr wants to attack the rack quickly, lost her footing and a foul coming. Foul to Levesque, her third, team's fifth, so both teams will have a chance to put some points on the board at the free throw line the remainder of the game. Free throw is good for Michaela Orr. She's got 8. Second one on the way for Orr, and that one is splashed through as well. She's got 9. Whetstone breaks the pressure to Levesque, cutting down the paint. Armstrong out in the far corner. Vanderbrink, who bounces it up top to Levesque. She'll call the play with 4:10 to go. 55-52. Levesque goes to the basket. Left-handed lay-in good, and a 3-point play chance coming up for Carly Levesque. Foul to Michaela Orr, her 4th. So Buck and Orr now with 4 each. DeWald and Kraska have 3 each. Free throw for Levesque is good. She's got 9. For Oregon Tech, Morgan Roberts and Carly Levesque have 3 each. Everybody else with just 1 or 2. Buck up top, starts a right-handed drive. Buck. Armstrong puts the brakes on, says not any further. Levesque double teams her, goes back up top for Orr. Orr throws up a right-hander on the run, no good. Levesque with another rebound. She calls the play out with 3:40 and counting to go in the ball game. McIsaac near side. Back up top for Levesque. Levesque has found some success driving the past couple of plays. She'll drive again and dump it off far side for McIsaac. Out for 3. Vanderbrink no good. Rebound by Levesque. Fresh 30 and another look for Oregon Tech. Levesque with the dribble to Whetstone. Whetstone got around Watts, but not enough room to keep working as she lost the handle. Whetstone fires a high arcing 3, top of the key, no good, front of the iron. It finds its way back to Levesque, and another fresh 30 for Oregon Tech. Third time's a charm for some teams. Let's see if it is for Oregon Tech on this possession. Whetstone looks at the cutter Armstrong. Up top, Vanderbrink for 3, good! Ashley Vanderbrink for 3, and the lead is 61-52 with 2:45 to play. Woodside hands it off to DeWald. DeWald to Jessica Buck, left side baseline drive, cut off, muscles up a shot over a double team, no good and short, pulled out of the air by Armstrong. 2:30 to go. Levesque works it up the floor, right to her coach, who wants a timeout. Coach Scott Meredith will take a timeout with 2:27 to play and his team leading 61-52, looking to pull the 2-7 upset here and face Marion coming up at noon on Friday. Tomorrow's games start again at 8:30. We'll be here for you on the NAIA Championship Network. The Hastings College students will bring you game number 1. It's Hastings and Tabor. Game number 2 is St. Francis against Ashbury of Kentucky. At noontime, it's hometown Briarcliff University taking on St. Ambrose, an all-Iowa affair there. At 1:45, it's top-seeded Southern Oregon in the Dewar bracket taking on 8th-seeded Clark. Working through the day at 3:30, top-seeded Olivet Nazarene takes on IU East out of Indiana at 3:30. Indiana Wesleyan faces Dickinson State at 5:15, followed by a 7 o'clock contest with Mount Marty and Purdue Calumet. The nightcap tomorrow night should be a good one and somewhat raucous here at the Tyson. Hard Work U and College of Ozarks will bring some of their fans up from Point Lookout, Missouri, to take on Friends out of Kansas. And with the Bobcat men falling tonight, maybe they'll bring up some extra fans to root on the ladies. Warner Pacific and Nebraska Wesleyan playing the nightcap down at Point Lookout. Warner Pacific 83-68 over high-scoring Nebraska Wesleyan. They average nearly 100 a game, but give up in the 90s. A member of the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Very, very fun team to watch. Whetstone up top, open for 3, no good. Hit the front of the iron and just died right into the hands of the Jimmies. 3-pointer, no good from Buck. Rebounded by Watts, taken away by Oregon Tech with 2 minutes to go. Vanderbrink gets the takeaway. Levesque brings it up the floor. DeWald shadows her as Levesque changes direction. DeWald works defensively up top. Pass tipped out. I believe last touch by Buck. It will be. And it'll stay with Oregon Tech. 17 on the shot clock, 1:47 to play. Oregon Tech with a timeout left. Jamestown with 3. Inbound play to Armstrong. She twirls it up top. Now Vanderbrink comes out to get it and back to Levesque with 10 on the shot clock. Levesque picks up her dribble. Up top for Armstrong. Near side, Vanderbrink dumps it off Whetstone for a mid-range 2, no good. Rebounded in traffic by McIsaac, and I believe they're going to call her for going over the Jamestown player. Her third. So we'll get free throws at the other end as the referees determine who will shoot those free throws. And I think it's Bryn Woodside as she'll trot up the floor. 90 seconds to play, 9-point Owl lead. 61-52. Woodside's free throw is good. She's got 9 on the day. Woodside, the sophomore point guard from Albert Lee, Minnesota, hits both. She's got 10. Full court pressure by the Jimmies. Levesque will come through a cut and get the basketball to Vanderbrink. Vanderbrink ahead of McIsaac, who hustles it across the half-court stripe. Double teamed along the near sideline, and I believe they'll call a foul or out of bounds. Let's see. They will call a foul, and it'll go against Carly McIsaac, her 4th. So Kyra DeWald will walk to the other end and shoot free throws as they get McIsaac for pushing through as the ball went to the floor on DeWald. DeWald has 3 on the day, looking to cut into the lead a little more with 1:21 to go. And her free throw is no good, hit the front of the iron and rolled away. Morgan Roberts into the ball game for Carly McIsaac. Morgan Roberts has played pretty strong off the bench with 10. DeWald's second attempt is good. She gets it to rattle home. So she's got 4. Levesque gets the inbounds play, looking to dribble through traffic. Gets help from Morgan Roberts, who works the near side of the floor. Roberts picks it up and gathers it into Levesque up top. Vanderbrink back to Levesque with 18 on the shot clock. Jimmy's dial up their defensive pressure. Levesque needs some help. Roberts gives it to her. Roberts look to dribble around Orr with 1 minute to play in the contest. 9 on the shot clock. Levesque goes to the hoop. No good. Rebounded by Roberts. Roberts looked to punch it back out. Shot clock winding down. Vanderbrink for 3. Ashley Vanderbrink with a huge 3. 64-55 Owls. 45 seconds to play. DeWald with a shot. She'll throw it up and in. Levesque looking to dribble through pressure, and she's fouled. Bryn Woodside picks up her second. Carly Levesque will shoot 2, 64-57. First one for Levesque is good. She's got 10. And Levesque will get one more, 65-57. Make it 66-57 for Levesque. 38 seconds to play. Woodside gets a screen up top for Kraska. Kraska drives all the way to the basket. Kraska's attempt is no good. Rebound, put back up and in for DeWald. 66-59. And a foul. Morgan Roberts will walk to the other end with 27 seconds left. Foul will go to DeWald, her fourth. Oregon Tech has not tasted victory here in Sioux City in their 3 previous attempts at the national tournament. They lead at 66-59 with 27 seconds to play. Michaela Orr in. Or Alexis Watts, 67-59. Roberts missed the first, gets the second here. 1 of 2. Roberts has 11. 68-59. DeWald catches near the half-court stripe and fires ahead. Open 3 coming from Michaela Orr. Good! She's got 12. And the lead cut to 6. 30-second timeout with the Owls leading at 68-62. Couple of timeouts left for Jamestown, 1 left for Oregon Tech, so they do have that opportunity to call a timeout if the inbounds play isn't clean for any reason against the full court pressure. They've got a couple of looks at it here. 22.3 seconds left, but as soon as that inbounds play happens, there'll be a foul on the play. So free throw is going to be very important here for Oregon Tech. They're a 69% free throw shooting team on the season. They'd love to get Whetstone or Vanderbrink the basketball. Whetstone, a 79% shooter. Vanderbrink, a 78% shooter. Levesque at 69%, hovering around 70 as well. The inbounds play is good to Whetstone. Whetstone picks up her dribble, and she's fouled along the far sideline with 17 seconds left. Bryn Woodside picks up her third. And Whetstone, one of those good shooters, 79%. She'll go to the free throw line. Whetstone's first free throw here is up and good. She's got 14 on the day. (69-62). Free throw is good. She rattles it home. And a timeout by Jamestown will leave them with 1 remaining with 17.7 left. It is a 30-second timeout. So it's 70-62. Oregon Tech looking to become a first-time winner here in Sioux City. Jamestown 4-2 in first-round contests, but may not get one here. Again, 17.7 each team with a timeout. Both teams in the double bonus. Oregon Tech has outscored Jamestown here in the fourth quarter, 26-17. Fueled by Ashley Vanderbrink at a couple of three-pointers. She's had a big fourth. She's had 11 here in the fourth quarter. She's got 13 on the night, all happening here in the second half. Well, rock and roll all night, party every day with Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. That's my kind of music. I've been called an old soul. I'm okay with that. Or up top to Kraska. Kraska fires a 3, no good. Bounce off the glass, put back up and in. For Kyra DeWald with 10.2 left, and Whetstone fouled immediately. Making Michaela Orr on that basket, sorry. Well, she's got 14. Foul on the play to Woodside. That is her 4th. So Whetstone back at the free throw line with 9.4 seconds left and a 6-point lead. Whetstone's free throw is good. Whetstone with 3 dribbles of her left hand, a spin of the basketball, another dribble. Free throw is no good. It falls away to Kraska. And a timeout on the floor by Coach Greg Euland, his final timeout. So we'll take a brief break with him with 8.8 seconds left here. It's Oregon Tech 71 and Jamestown 64 with 8.8 seconds to play. Jamestown out of timeouts. Oregon Tech has 1 remaining. Thanks to all of you that have stuck with us throughout the day and enjoying this final game of day number 1. We'll have 8 more games tomorrow and 8 more games coming up on Friday before we play 4 on Saturday, 2 on Monday, and then crown the national champion here on Tuesday. Through Saturday, you can get all your games here on the NAIA Championship Network. On Monday, it shifts over to ESPN 3. Winner gets Marion Friday at noon. Inbound play coming for the Jimmies. Woodside will catch. Woodside to Michaela Orr. She'll fire far for Kraska with 3 seconds. Kraska drives, no good. And Oregon Tech is going to pull the upset and win the ball game. 25th ranked Oregon Tech, 71. 9th ranked Jamestown, 64. And the first upset of the tournament goes to Oregon Tech. They improve to 26-8 on the season. Jamestown falls to 29-5, where their season will come to a conclusion. Run down the stats for you here. In just a sec, we'll add them all up.